What's up guys, Simply Coco here and welcome back to my channel and welcome to another speed build here in The Sims 4. So today, as you can tell from the title, we are building a mid-century modern home that was built in the 70s and also decorated in the 70s because brace yourself, the interior of this home is going to be, I don't know, it's either going to be good on your eyes or not so good on your eyes, but I quite enjoyed it. I literally sat down and built this entirely in one sitting. That's because I was just having so much fun with it. I don't really play around a lot with different color schemes and mix match colors and things of that nature. So this was just a really good breath of fresh air and just something different and new to try. I feel like I say this in a lot of videos, and I don't know if this is a good or bad thing, but I kind of was inspired by Devin Bumpkin's build he just did for, what is her name? What is her name? Oh my goodness, it's going to drive me crazy. Juno Birch, yes. I think that's her name. But he recently did a kind of 70s style inspired build for her, or built a house for her. It wasn't a collab or anything, he just wanted to do it. But yeah, and I was like, hey, I kind of actually really like the 70s style and I want to play around with some colors because I never do that, so let's try. And I did, and this is what I came up with. So this is a family home. It's a pretty small family because it only has 2 bedrooms. So it has 2 parents, and then I put a teen room, a teen boy to be more specific, is what I was thinking. But the teen room kind of is really gender neutral if you really just look at it. So it could be a girl or whatever your sim is going to identify as. Excuse me, there we go, burping. I always burp in a speed build, in a voiceover. Whenever it comes time for me to do merch, that's gonna have to be one of my merch items on a t-shirt, like sorry I burped or something along those lines. But what was I talking about? The teens room. Yeah, so it could be boy, girl, or whatever. It doesn't even have to be a teen. It can be a kid or toddler. You would have to change the furniture, but it's up to you, obviously. So yeah, I don't know what to say right now other than I'm doing landscaping. Oh, and if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? You know you love this riveting content, so just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And to all my new followers that are still slowly pouring in, thank you so much for the support, and I really hope you enjoy this video, and please go through my playlist and other videos and check out some other ones. Yeah. Anyway, like I said, just working on the landscaping right now. I just did bushes all the way on the edges of the house, and then this is my first go at using any of the romantic garden stuff flowers. I don't really care for them that much. I recently actually saw some of these flowers that I'm placing now. I either saw some in person or like on a show or something I was watching, and I was like, wait, these are like actual real flowers. And I was like, now I have to use them in The Sims. And I just really liked how these particular colors looked with this build, this whole yellow, pink, and red vibe, because like the wood tone that's on the house is like an orangey vibe. It's warm. The door is orange, and then we have yellow windows, so I just felt like those color flowers just really brought all of it together. Landscaping is one of my favorite things to do. I feel like landscaping in The Sims is the most like artistic thing to do in The Sims. Like you can look at someone landscape and see if they're artistically inclined, because you would think it's like just something random, like you just choose 3 or 4 different types of flowers and then you place them randomly. But no, there's like a secret little art to landscaping. I can't tell you any tips or tricks. It's just something, I don't know. It's just something that you either know how to do or don't. And I don't mean that in a nasty, mean way, like to say like, oh, I'm just this great landscaper. I'm pretty sure I could do better. I'm just saying like it's something that takes practice. That's all. And it's not just the matter of just placing random plants. It actually takes practice. Because it's literally like taking a blank canvas of some sort and painting something on that canvas. But anyway, I just talked over the entire first half of the kitchen. You did see, you kind of saw the floor plan as I was building the entire house. So if you missed that, you can just scroll back to the beginning and just watch how I place the rooms. I built the rooms as I'm building the shell, if that makes sense. Like I do the floor plan like as I'm doing the shell. But now we're on the interior, and we're doing the kitchen. So I chose this backsplash from, what is that? From Parenthood. And I thought they went really well with this color green counters. Those are base game counters, the more modern looking ones. And yes, you see a red carpet as the flooring. And the reason why I went with red is because I put in this green like wallpaper. I put in this like green wallpaper accent wall, and within the little squares on the wall, it has like purple squares, white squares, and then like burgundy squares. So I wanted to bring in some of that burgundy. So I was like, red carpet. And then these tiny living couches kind of brought everything together because they have the orangey reddish cushions, and the couch itself is purple. The only like off the wall kind of out of nowhere color is the blue, but I mean blue and purple are like in the same family, so I figured it worked and I quite like it. So this is a 70s style home, but I imagine like it's still like the Sims that live here, they're living in this house in the year 2021. Like they're living here presently. They just haven't updated anything, and they don't care, or at least the mom doesn't. The mom, whenever the mom and dad bought this house, it probably came with this flooring and all the wallpapers and stuff, and then the mom bought all this furniture to go with it. And over the years, the dad has wanted to change it and she hasn't. And then now they have a teen kid and he's embarrassed of what his house looks like. He doesn't want to have friends over because it's just so kind of, I don't even know what word to use, exotic or eclectic, maybe bright. It's just so crazy in this house. All the different patterns and colors. Mixing up wood tones, it's a lot. But definitely going for the mid-century modern vibe, so using a lot of tiny living, using a lot of city living, and like this bookshelf is from City Living. I also use kind of this hutch, which is also from City Living. Not City Living, Get Famous. So yeah, Get Famous. So all of the mid-century modern stuff comes from Get Famous. Tiny Living also has a lot of mid-century modern furniture, and Bowling Night also has a lot of mid-century modern furniture. So whenever I was furnishing, like putting the like actual furniture, not like clutter and stuff, but like the chairs and lamps and end tables and tables, I filtered by those 3 packs: Tiny Living, Get Famous, and Bowling Night, because they have most of the mid-century modern furniture. So if you don't have one or all 3 of those packs, this build will be pretty difficult to download. You could just, like, if you don't have Tiny Living but you have City Living, then you could just replace the couches and stuff like that. But yeah, I really enjoyed doing this build, even though it is crazy and bright. Now we're moving on to the hallway. Going back and looking at it, I really should have done something different in the hallway. Like, I shouldn't have put the carpet in the hallway. Um, but I didn't want to put like wood flooring in the hallway because I felt like it didn't make sense because there was not going to be any wood flooring anywhere else in the house. So maybe I should have, maybe I could have put like the carpet that I put in the parents' room, because the parents' carpet ends up being like a greenish carpet. So maybe I could have put that throughout the whole hallway, but it is what it is. This is the laundry room. This is directly off of the kitchen or directly off of the garage, whichever way you want to look at it. Pretty much just using all stuff from, what is that pack called? Laundry Day, because it's a laundry room. um, yeah, laundry room. It's done, which actually leads out into the backyard as well. I just used the same door as the front door because I didn't really know what else to do. Sorry if you heard a toilet top kind of close. I guess my boyfriend is awake. But and that was really loud. And you probably heard it. I felt it underneath my feet. But anyway, the hallway is pretty much done. I didn't really know what else to put in there. I was gonna put a rug, but I've already put 2 rugs on top of carpets, so it is what it is. This is the parents' room. Still just using a lot of the same furniture from, what is that pack? I said it already. Get Famous. I think maybe some of it is from City Living as well. I'm not sure. I don't remember. But as you can see, this room is getting a very like blue and yellow color scheme and light wood tones mixed with some dark. That's something I don't really do either, is mix wood tones, but I mean, you just kind of got to do what you can do. Putting some art on the wall. Not really a whole lot going on in this room. Just simple. There is only one bathroom that has to be shared. It's directly in between the 2 rooms. I think it's the very last thing I furnish. I could have given the parents an ensuite, but I don't think ensuites were really a thing in the 70s. I'm not really sure. I think ensuite bathrooms was something that came like a little bit later. I'm not exactly sure. But anyway, this is the last bedroom. This is the teens room. I give him, that bed is definitely from City Living. I do know that. I give him the tiny Eco Lifestyle TV just because maybe that is the old TV that was once in the living room and eventually they just moved it to his room. I gave him the little PlayStation. I don't know what I'm looking for right now, but now we're giving him lamps. These are from Jungle Adventure. Don't really know why I gave him those, but they just match the color scheme of the room. And then I give him these 2 ottomans because they him, or like if he does have a friend over, they can sit on those ottomans and play the game, because they would have to sit pretty close to the TV since it is such a small TV. Sadly, that desk is the only, that laptop is the only computer on this lot. So if the parents need to use the computer for anything, they would come into this room to do it. Unless you could probably find somewhere else to put another desk like for the family to use and put a computer on it. Or you could just give, like if you download this house, you could just give the parents their own laptop to use. Otherwise, that's the only laptop in the entire, or only computer period in the entire build. So this is the bathroom. I just used the same flooring and wallpaper that I used in the kitchen. I just find that to be the easiest thing to do in The Sims. Like whatever tile you use in the kitchen, just put that in the bathroom, and whatever. If some people don't put backsplashes in their kitchens in The Sims, but if you do, like, just use that same tile backsplash for the whole entire bathroom. I feel like in real life that's not always the case. Like whatever tiles in the kitchen is going to be in your bathroom, or whatever backsplashes in your kitchen is going to be your entire wall in the bathroom. I don't think that's like the case in like real life, but it works in The Sims, and it makes it look, it makes the build just kind of look cohesive, instead of having, this like off-white tile in the kitchen and then I don't know, green or purple or blue tile in the bathroom. It just, like I just said, it just makes the build more cohesive and stuff like that. Sorry if you hear Denim. He wants me to play with his toy. And I don't want to. But here we are in the backyard. You can see that I did put a pool. I just thought this lot would have worked perfectly for a pool, because there was so much room in the backyard. In that back little cubby, I just put the Eco Lifestyle vertical planters. I put other planter boxes, lounge chairs. What is that? A bench under the tree. I cannot speak. Yeah, I just really went to the outdoor activities section of the build by menu. Excuse me. And I just put different things around. I didn't really know what to put in this backyard, because I didn't really have a storyline for this family at all. I just knew I wanted to build something 70s themed, so I didn't really have any specific objects that I wanted out there. Now, I forgot to put the chimney, so I'm putting that. But other than that, guys, the screenshots will be rolling soon, so thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll always respond to your comments. And please hit that notification bell. That way you know exactly when I post my next video, exactly when I post it, and I will see you all then. Bye, guys.